So what you're saying, it's haunted?
But apparently, yeah. So when we walk around the back streets of Hockley and the old areas, you'll see that it's, well, you won't see, but you can even feel it.
Can you?
And there's talk of there's talk of it being haunted, and you can feel it in the air, especially at night. It's just it's weird.
Wow.
But Nottingham's got, well, think about it. Nottingham has automatically got lots and lots. I think we can leg it, mate. We're all right. Keep going. Be interested in this if we get run over live on the camera.
Jaywalking.
Well, think about it. Nottingham, Sheriff from Nottingham.
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Robin Hood is still a very popular figure here for history. I mean, that goes back. What era was that? That's well before Henry VIII and all that.
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
it's a good story.
It's how far back does it go?
I don't know. We'll check that out.
We'll check that history.
So we're just going up to where we was the other week in one of our videos. Up this street. That's where you go to the U canteen.
Yeah.
That's gone down the storm. I had a few messages of people saying, if I'm in Nottingham, I'm going to the U canteen. So that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Absolutely. Stand around and look at some of the buildings.
Yeah, man.
The buildings are lovely. They've got so much history. It's really have.
Yeah,
Nottingham was famous for.
What's that?
So obviously Leicester was famous for its textiles.
Yes.
Nottingham was famous for its lace.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Lace.
Yeah. And then Coventry's ribbon as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all that area is all that. I mean, Manchester and North West was all wool and cotton, wasn't it?
Cotton mills, weren't there?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. I don't know if it's someone's house or...
Is that a... what's that tree?
Don't know.
Interesting.
Interesting. Again, this just here.
Yeah,
and in this street here,
yeah.
Obviously it's not, weather's not nice, but covered in tables and chairs. Covered.
In the summer?
In the summer.
What's out there? There's another restaurant there.
That's the South Indian.
South Indian?
South Indian. It's award-winning. As you can see.
So you've got U canteen down there.
You've got U canteen down
there.
And
then you've got a restaurant, an Indian restaurant on the top.
Yeah. Look at, now this is called multiculturalism.
I'll tell you what, they've gone overboard with the signage, haven't they?
So Sexy Mama is Italian.
Yeah.
Kerala is South Indian.
Yeah.
And then Chinese U canteen. 3 fantastic restaurants.
Thanks, mate, innit? You've got all the hippie stuff there in the shop there. Curtis and York, gentlemen.
I've seen it.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, gentlemen.
Gentlemen in Nottingham.
Nottingham has got some class. I've got to admit. It's just with
mate, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I think it's our new. I've got love for it.
Yeah, the tram. Nottingham has trams.
Yeah, I know they've got trams because last time I came, I ended up getting a £30 ticket for going on the tram lane.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit.
Oh.
So, got to pay that.
Oh.
More tax. Oh, here we go. Ugly Bread Bakery.
Can you imagine? He's there making the bread. Goes, this bread looks terrible. I can't get it right.
What should we call our bakery?
Ugly
well, you make some ugly bread. You do. Let's
Absolutely.
make Ugly Bread Bakery. That sexy man. Was that another sexy man?
Oh, and these guys have reopened again. I think they're reopening again. It's a family that own quite a few. And
Crazy.
Look at the building. Look,
yeah, look at that. Jewelers, yeah. W-Tail Jewelers. So this used to be a jeweller's.
Back in the old days.
Back in the old days. Now it's Italian tapas and wine bar.
And remember, boys and girls, or boys and girls, if you're that way inclined, there's apparently 7 to 6 women to every one bloke.
This last time.
Tell you what, I'm going to keep saying it.
Yeah, but the trouble is, if you keep telling everyone, that demographic's going to flipping change, mate.
No, but they've been saying listen, little old Spice Guy me isn't going to change the history of the last 200 years. Because when I came here,
I wonder why that is, though. What's the we need to find out. So, can someone tell us why there's more women than men?
There you go. See, because the only time I ever got to see tramps was where?
Blackpool.
It's there, called the Red Dog.
What's that, smokehouse?
Yeah, that's my.
Oh, do like barbecue. Well, let's check this place out. We just found. What is that? We sell to beer.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this before somewhere else. So basically, you've got taps on the wall, and you just go and pay for your drink and get a pint, don't you?
Yeah. Wow. Great.
Which is great. But yeah, it's got this. This has got a real Madrid feel to it.
That's it.
European Madrid type feeling to it.
Vietnamese bakery.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's fantastic. Hey, have you watched Paul Hollywood? The minute he's got a new series in Japan, eating in Japan.
Is he?
It's funny.
Is it?
We should do goggle box. Me and you. We'll have to do that one
That's
week.
a good idea.
The goggle box of him, because some of the stuff he was doing and finding the bread and the different foods he was eating, it was really interesting.
My end of Nottingham. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because you've got Hugo Boss shop here.
Oh, right, okay.
You've got flannels over there.
Yeah.
You've got all the clothes shops, darling. And then if I want to buy the lady something nice, I can go over there and get that as well. Sorted. Straight ahead.
If it's not on Amazon, I'm not interested. Filming us. Should we film us filming them?
I don't know.
Them filming us. Should we?
What's this? Trainers.
Look, we've got some people filming us, filming them, us filming up there. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Brilliant, isn't it?
Don't mind us.
Don't mind us. We're just two Manchester lunatics.
This little building turned into a nice little bar.
I like that. I like that with the lighting is cut. That is lovely. That would have been someone's very expensive house at one time, wasn't
In
it?
the summer, right? I got this guy, and you got to remember this. Your city is only as good as the people that run it. Leicester. Me and you need to have a chat. Run by Indians. That's all I've got to say.
Oh yes, don't like India.
I do like Indians, but I know how we people work. You know, I know how we roll, right?
Look at it.
And see those telephone boxes there?
Yeah.
Coffee shop. A guy stands in there during the summer, makes coffee.
Really?
It's theoretically the smallest coffee shop in the world. Well, it is. It's a telephone box.
In the world.
The Magic Garden, townhouse bar and cocktail room.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Got Paul Smith here. Paul Smith. You like your music, I like my clothes, darling. So you got Paul Smith. Look,
Yeah.
look at Paul Smith.
Oh,
You know why he's got this beautiful building for Paul Smith?
why?
Because Paul Smith is from Nottingham.
But I'll tell you, I'll let you into a little secret. I could go mental on clothes. I have to try and avoid it because I love clothes. I love shoes and bags. I'm a bit of a bag guy.
Yeah.
I love bags.
I'm a coat guy.
I love that coat.
Coats.
I like a nice coat. Blue nice coat.
I like these Adidas, a bit retro. Anyway, so what do you think to Nottingham so far?
I'm loving Nottingham.
You can see why I've moved. You can see.
I can see why you've moved here. I can see why the Spice Guy wants to be based in Nottingham. I'm all over it, mate. I want to come again.
Old tea house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we could do a whole series. We could do a whole series just on places in Nottingham, mate. We don't have to go anywhere
We
else.
don't have to go anywhere.
It's going to cost me a
Save on
fortune
bloody
in
petrol in it.
It's going to cost me a fortune in petrol, he says. Yeah. There you go. Bloody hell. Hey.
And lots of really good Italian restaurants here. Lots.
A revelation.
It is a revelation, and you can see why I worked here a little while, a few years, but then obviously because of work I had to move to different cities, but I always kept my base in Leicester.
Yeah.
And you can see why it's completely contrast to Leicester. I don't want to slag off Leicester. I've met some very lovely. I've met
You
some
did a
lovely.
good job of it.
No, I've met some lovely people in Leicester. Obviously, it's where my son was born. A very special place in my heart, and because of that, I can dissect the problems. I can say to people where we're going wrong in Leicester, because obviously I still class it as home, even though I don't live there anymore, and the buildings and my business is still there, and they're just doing something wrong. You know what I mean?
There's a real different feel here. It's like something you find in places in London, like I said, in Madrid or places like that. It's nice.
What classic was during lockdown, right? This guy was at a shisha bar, and he couldn't do any work, so the council allowed him for people to park outside in the premises.
What, here?
Yeah, and smoke the shisha. So they were bringing it like a drive-through.
Oh yeah.
And that's down to the council. That's what I was saying earlier to you. Your city is only as reflective as good as what the people that run it. So wake up, Leicester.
Tell you what, this would be the last place you'd want to be if you was in Salford, wouldn't it? Or centre of Manchester back in the day.
Well, first of all, it was stinking piss.
You wouldn't want to be walking through this, would you?
The Arndale Centre.
The Arndale Centre, mate, honestly. But yeah,
that's before the IRA bombed it.
They've even got all artwork on the wall and everything, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? That's cool.
To be honest, there's a lot of canal networks because
the coal. Back in the day, wasn't it?
But some cities have made use of it, and some cities haven't. Now Leicester, hello again, I bring you up again. They've been going on about building some marina for years. Now Nottingham have embraced it. They haven't made a marina.
Yeah.
Well, they've made the canal network nicer and pleasant and.
Well, they've done a lot.
Make it lit
up
up
in Birmingham, haven't they? If you look at the canal sides in Birmingham, which would have been warehousing and dirty
Canal
Street now.
There you go.
Talking about canals, on Canal Street. But even this looks, I mean, this is an old pub, isn't it? Is this where we're going?
No, not going in. No.
Well, that's, look at that for a building. Awesome. Fellows Bolton and Clayton Limited. So it was never a pub, it was something else.
No, look at that. You've got the canal there on that side there. The canal. So you got. This is the reason why I moved to Nottingham back in the day. I used to run a comedy club.
Yeah.
Jonglers Comedy Club. I was being trained as a show manager.
Right.
Back in when I was a young lad, and where I learned a lot of my tricks about comedy and delivery.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. So when I went to Leicester, I ran a bar, and this company came along and said, "Would you like to come and run this place with us?" I was assistant manager, and my mentor then, a guy called Robin, which I must really get hold of actually. I might have to reconnect with him. So another bar, Via Fossa.
Yeah.
It's a Wednesday afternoon, so it's not going to be busy, is it? I mean, but
no, it's closed.
But you watch. Pool table. Look at that pub with a pool table, and there's the waterfront area.
Nice.
There it is.
Nice.
All just there. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars, and in summertime,
It's packed.
beyond packed.
Excellent.
But they're busy now because these offices are full of staff.
Yeah.
And what happens? All the staff finish work and they all go for a drink at 5 o'clock.
Correct.
End of the day. Now, a lot of cities are missing that because I don't know what they're doing to the cities. People are finishing work and the last thing they're doing is sticking around. They want to leg it.
Yeah.
In Leicester, it used to be people would hang around for it. You don't have to have a beer. You can have a coffee or tea, but
Yeah.
just got so much to learn from the. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we've walked that far, we'll be back in Leicester in a minute.
Yeah.
To have an interview with the Leicester Council and see if we can vibe them up a bit.
Hey, listen, if we can make it happen, I want to have a chat with Sir Peter Soulsby because I don't want to put him on the spot. I don't want to make a fool of him or anything like that. I just want to ask some very straightforward questions. Why?
Yeah, why?
When?
Why, Peter?
Who?
Peter, why?
Why has this gone on?
Right, so
We haven't walked back to Leicester.
I know. The exercise wasn't in the job description.
It was.
We said-
I'm going to get you fit without you even realising it.
We said, what did we say? Love,
Food,
laugh,
and laughs. Yeah.
and forgotten
You should
food.
be laughing. I'm laughing my head off.
I'm laughing. I'm not laughing enough. I'm flipping freezing.
Right,
And
then,
he's cold. So this is
Nottingham Castle.
Nottingham Castle. So we're going to turn around. Nottingham Castle. There you go. And that.
And merged into it is the oldest inn in England, apparently.
The old trip to Jerusalem, 1189 AD. And then, you know what I mean? Makes me laugh when the Yanks talk about stuff. Our history,
100 years old.
1189.
But I don't think it is the oldest. I think there's two older ones, but I don't know if you can capture it up there, but you can see the walls of the castle.
Yeah.
And the castle is at the top there.
Oh, nice.
And you've got caves to the sides here.
Excellent.
And if you look in that window, you can see the chef making some food. Woo!
Let's go in.
Let's go in.